It is the 14th of April 2025. We are set right here on KUTV to keep you updated on everything that is shaping your world in terms of politics, governance, education, health, and everything in between. This is KUTV News at 9. Let's get an introduction.
This is KUTV Primetime News with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, our sign language interpreter tonight is Margaret Migwi. Remember, this broadcast is also coming to you live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can also engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya at Anyango Sylvia KE. Good evening and welcome. Now, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, has announced reduced fuel prices in its April review. Effective April 15th to May 14th, super petrol, diesel and kerosene will sell for 174 shillings 63 cents, 164.86 shillings and 148.99 shillings per litre respectively, reflecting decreases of 1.95 shillings, 2.20 shillings and 2.40 shillings. In Mombasa, prices are slightly lower, with super petrol, diesel and kerosene retailing at 171.39 shillings, 161.62 shillings and 145.75 shillings per litre. Now on to a sad news tonight. A tragic road accident on the Nairobi-Nakuru highway involving a luxury Sacco PSV and a lorry claimed 3 lives and left several injured. The collision caused a massive traffic jam as the vehicles blocked the road. Police and emergency teams from Nakuru County responded promptly, coordinating swift rescue efforts to assist survivors. After the rescue operation, traffic was briefly halted to clear debris and clean bloodstains, restoring the highway accessibility. Government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura clarified the controversy surrounding the Butere Girls School play. According to Mwaura, the play violated drama regulations as it depicted Kenya's political differences contrary to school guidelines. Mwaura emphasized the role of teachers, noting they are trained to lead students in co-curricular activities and no external parties should dictate school activities. This policy, he added, also applies to other school sports and events.
The government remains committed to nurturing artistic talent and freedom of expression, encouraging youth to express themselves and to participate in creative expression as outlined in the Digital Superhighways and Creative Economy pillar of the Better Plan. However, such creativity, especially in school environments, must be done within the parameters of clearly defined rules and regulations. The rules governing the Kenya National Drama and Film Festival unambiguously state that all performances must adhere to adjudicated scripts, and all training of students must be conducted strictly by registered teachers or accredited instructors affiliated to recognized education institutions, not like those ones who pontificated themselves on national television as if to gain political mileage. You can't tell me that you cannot get about 405,000 teachers who can do proper plays. I think that's not true. And especially when you now invite politicians like the former UDA Secretary General to be your playwrights.
Still on matters education, the Islamic University of Kenya has officially launched its new Garissa Town campus, marking a significant milestone in expanding higher education access in the region. Local leaders and scholars have urged the youth to seize the opportunity by enrolling in the various courses offered, including programs in science, technology, engineering, and medicine.
In a colorful event graced by top Islamic scholars, community leaders, and excited residents, The Islamic University of Kenya officially inaugurated its Garissa town campus. The event follows the institution's recent awarding of a university charter by President William Ruto on November 5, 2024. University Board Chair Sheikh Mohammed Osman praised the milestone, highlighting the university's foundation on Islamic values such as knowledge, discipline, and justice. He urged the community to take full advantage of the programs, especially in STEM and medicine, which are set to transform the region. Garissa County Commissioner Mohammed Mabudzo described the campus as a beacon of hope, stressing that education remains the greatest equalizer in society. He added that the institution will open doors for many, especially those unable to study abroad due to financial constraints.
Umuhimu wa hii jamii yetu hususan katika upande wa elimu ya juu. Ulimwengu ama dunia ama maisha pale yalipofika, bila elimu au ujuzi itakuwa vigumu sana kuishi maisha yaliyo bora, sio bora maisha.
Religious leaders including Sheikh Abdisalam Mohammed and SUPKEM's Sheikh Abdullahi Salat echo the sentiment, noting that the university's presence will help address teacher shortages and empower the youth. Former Lagdara MP Mohammed Shidie urged parents to invest in education, saying the campus will not only boost academic growth but also stimulate the local economy.
Kama hatujafanya hivyo, ilikuwa vijana wetu wengi walikuwa wanapata shida ya namna ya kwenda ngambo, kwenda kusoma. Na nafasi ya kwenda ngambo, kwenda kusoma ilikuwa ni chache. Ni wachache tu wangeweza kwenda. Wengi walikuwa wanabaki hapa na walikuwa hawapati nafasi.
Tunashukuru serikali. Ile kitu tungeomba tu ni county government ianze kutafuta land ambayo ya kupeana hizi university. Wapatiwe land, tuwe na university ambayo ground yake itajengwa. Ndio kutoka hapa hii issue ya walimu, hii issue ya madaktari, ndio wafungue faculty of medical. Utakuta daktari anaongea Kiarabu na ni doctor hapo Garissa General Hospital. Tunasema ya kwamba wazazi ni lazima wahakikishe kwamba watoto yao wamepatiwa elimu ambayo ina faida.
Give students an opportunity to learn here in Garissa instead of if you going to Nairobi. Logistically speaking, if a student lives here and goes to Nairobi to study, the cost is very high. He needs a room, he needs transport, he needs food, he needs accommodation and many other things. So the cost of tuition will be surpassed by the other variables.
With the Garissa town campus now operational, the dream of quality, accessible education in the region is becoming a reality. Brenda Nyongesa, KUTV.
Now in governance, former Embu Senator Lenny Kivuti has criticized both the national and county governments over the sluggish implementation of development projects in the region, particularly those that were promised to residents during election campaigns. Helen Kiplagat with more details.
Speaking in Mbeere South, former Embu Senator Lenny Kivuti expressed his concerns over what he termed as unexpected delays in fulfilling development pledges. He emphasized the importance of peaceful coexistence and mutual respect among all citizens, noting, and I quote, "Kenya is bigger than any individual, and we must all work together respectfully for the unity and progress of our nation."
And those development efforts which are being proposed by government, we would like to see them, not in theory, but practically. And when they are there will be no issue of kuvurutana, because everybody will say, okay, this has been promised, it has been delivered, and then we are all happy. Alafu tunaendelea mbele. I don't want to talk much about it, but there's no way you can go to grab for us when we are the ones contributing to the wealth of this nation. And it's a bit unfortunate, but I'll leave it at that. The good thing is, I would like to call for harmony and togetherness of all the people of Embu County. because my primary interest is in Embu County.
During the same forum, the Dean of the Anglican Church, Dr. Moses Masamba, who also serves as the Bishop of the Diocese of Mbeere, echoed the call for mutual respect between leaders and the electorate. He noted that while citizens have the right to hold leaders accountable, they must do so in a peaceful and constructive manner.
Viongozi wa nchi yetu ya Kenya, hata beyond, tukaona ni vizuri tuwe tunaheshimiana, kuheshimu sana. Hii makelele tunapiga mingi, tunaona kama itasaidia, lakini inaweza haribu. Ile ya muhimu ni kuheshimu, nao watuheshimu, na tuwe na nafasi kwa tunaongelezana, tuwe na nafasi pia ya hao vile waliahidi kufanya kitu waendelee kufanya, wasiongeze maandi mingi bila kumaliza ile ya kwanza.
Embu Senator Alexander Mundigi, who also addressed the gathering, urged residents to exercise patience with the current administration, noting that the government still has 2 years left in its term to deliver on its commitment.
Tangu ningesema walitupatia contract wa kipindi ya miaka 5 na sasa tumembakisha miaka 2.5. Ningeomba tu wale wanaopose na kusema hapana. Kwa sababu tumesikia wengine kama siku ile alikuwa pale Embu, wengine hata ile vitu tuko naye, ile vitu wamepatiwa wako wanaopose. Ningeomba hata katika Biblia wale tunajua vile tumeumbiriwa ni mambo ya kukumbali leaders. Ningeomba watu wawe na njia ya kuvumilia, na niko na hakika kwa hii kipindi ya miaka 2 imebakia, hii serikali ya county government na serikali ya national, niko na hakika hii miaka 2 imebakia, niko na hakika tutafanya makubwa na mazuri. Bora tu tuwe watu wa kunyenyekea, na pia wale watu walitupatia kura tuwe na njia ya kupatia heshima, lakini ningeomba sio kila wakati yote ni kupiga kelele ama kuoposi mambo yote.
As calls for accountability grow louder in Embu, the leaders agreed on the need to strengthen collaboration, transparency and mutual respect to ensure tangible development and lasting peace in the country. Helen Kiplagat, KUTV.
Now, following the dismissal of former Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi, his counterpart and fellow native Geoffrey Ruku today appeared before the parliamentary committee responsible for vetting cabinet nominees. Ruku, who is expected to take over from Muturi, was required to explain how he intends to ensure employment opportunities for the youth. According to him, this can only be achieved if the government collaborates with various institutions across the country to guarantee that every young person who has gone through internship program secures a job opportunity, either within the institution where they trained or in other organizations. Now, on that note, we are taking the very first break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi, hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to
pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
You are watching KUTV Primetime.
Welcome back. Now this is KUTV Primetime News, and we are live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. You can also interact with us on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Anyango Sylvia KE. Now on matters Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has pledged improved collaboration with governors, emphasizing frequent consultations and acknowledging health is a devolved function. Speaking after a high-level consultative meeting with governors, Duale highlighted gaps in communication and implementation of agreements under previous administrations. He assured a swift shift towards fostering synergy between the national and county governments to ensure effective healthcare delivery and full implementation of shared goals.
For the Ministry of Health programs to succeed and to secure the health well-being of our citizens, our collaboration, our commitment, our partnership with the Council of Governors and the 47 county governments, health CECs is paramount.
We are, as a Council of Governors, extremely pleased with the Minister's suggestions, responses, and commitments. Our challenge with the Ministry of Health has not been agreeing with them or reaching agreements. Our challenge has been honoring those agreements, implementing them, following them through. And now we have assurance and we feel it.
Listening to Waziri, we have made some very, very positive progress. And my plead is to the President. President William Ruto, kindly let this minister stay here. There is too much movement and we are in the critical stage of implementation of UHC.
Now, over 300 families in Bithika village, Kirinyaga County, have been severely affected by floods caused by the ongoing rains. According to the village elder in charge, James Tuku, the rains have caused widespread destruction, leaving homes waterlogged and crops destroyed, raising fears of an impending famine. Residents are also concerned about potential outbreaks of waterborne diseases as pit latrines have been submerged. The community is grappling with the aftermath of the disaster, which has left them in urgent need of assistance to address the immediate risk to health and livelihoods.
Usiku wa leo mvua ilinyesha kutoka saa sita hivi ya usiku, na usiku mzima mvua ikanyesha na kulikuja maji nyingi na kukawa na floods. Sasa ng'ombe kuku zetu zikaenda na mbuzi zetu zilienda, nazo nyumba zote zilijaa maji. Kwa hivyo hivyo ndivyo tulikutana na shida ya usiku wa leo, na tunaomba serikali tusaidie kwa sababu tuko na mashida nyingi.
Usiku ni shida tupu, watoto wanalia huku kila kitu. Hakuna kitu tunafanya. Sasa tunataka mtukumbuke tafadhali.
Sisi hatuna la kufanya kwa sababu hatuwezi hama hapa tuende pahali pengine, kwa sababu sasa huko juu ni shamba la watu na already wamejaa, na hakuna pahali wewe unaweza enda atupatiwe pahali pa kukaa na mwenyewe.
Wale wa Kitambiri hali ya hewa na vile itakuwa, tusikie tu mtu anataja mvua, tunajikuta hiyo ni kushikilia tu tumbo. Hatuna mwelekeo tujue ni wapi. Mnajua saa siku hizi maisha hakuna murianiwa. Hata majirani wenye tunapakana huko juu wanashindwa watambeba nani, watamwacha nani.
And now on corridors of justice, abusive WhatsApp messages got Joseph Muiruri Kamau, a 34-year-old man, in trouble. Kamau faced charges at Wanguru Law Courts for allegedly sending abusive WhatsApp messages to Mwea MP Mary Maingi on March 27, 2025. Appearing before Principal Magistrate Martha Opanga, the court heard that Kamau used his mobile phone to send offensive and unprintable messages to the MP. Kamau denied the charges and was released on a bail of 100,000 shillings cash, or a cash bail of 30,000. The case is set for mention on April 28, 2025 and hearing on July 28, 2025.
Udhalilishaji wa mitandaoni kinyume cha sheria. Maelezo ni kwamba mnamo tarehe 27 mwezi wa 3 mwaka huu wa 2025, mahali ambapo hapajulikani lakini hapa Kenya, ukipenda uliweza kutumia WhatsApp kutuma ujumbe kwa namba 0751735082 ambayo imesajiliwa kwa jina la Joseph Muiruri Kamau. Ukaweza kutuma ujumbe kwa nambari za usajili 0722415672 ambayo imesajiliwa kwa jina la Mary Maingi, na ukaweza kutuma ujumbe kwa ukitumia majina yafuatayo. Tutakurarua chupu ukijua ni kitendo ambacho hakiruhusiwi na sheria ama kitahusisha huyo Mary Maingi. Ni kweli ama si kweli?
Now, Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti has condemned targeted political attacks on female governors, describing them as an unwarranted smear campaigns. She expressed concern over what she called a devil targeting female leaders, highlighting challenges faced by Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika and Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga. Wavinya linked these attacks to the recent impeachment of Meru Governor Kawira Wamwangaza, citing it as a part of a broader trend undermining women in leadership. She urged leaders and the public to support female governors and ensure they can serve without political interference, emphasizing the importance of fairness and gender equity in Kenyan politics.
Women are endangered. Nimeona ingine wanapiga Wanga huko, wanapiga Kihika, wanapiga Mbalile, wanapiga Wavinya, mumeua wakina mama. Kuna shetani imetokezea. Ile shetani lasi wameua wanawake. So many women have died. Hii ni shetani nyingine imetoka ya kupiga magavana wote, wale kina mama. Hii ni shetani.
Now, those sentiments by Wavinya Ndeti takes us to a very fast break on the broadcast tonight. Stay with us. We'll be back with sports.
Hi, my name is Stella Tioi.
Jina langu naitwa Okemwa Mukwa James.
This is Mandela Gaya.
Ugonjwa ulipokuja ulichukua siku 3 ukaniweka in coma. 20 wamezikwa, 2 ndio wako hai.
I don't even know how it feels to see.
I feel like I cannot express myself well the way somebody who can walk can actually express themselves.
Ilichukua muda mwingi mrefu tena mpana ili kuikubali kwamba mimi siwezi tembea tena.
I've come to actually accept myself.
Ukijaribu kumsimamisha mtu umwambie tafadhali nionyeshe njia,
they find it quite strange talking to you.
You should just make schools integrated,
inclusive setups,
by providing the right facilities.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
Welcome back. In sports tonight, IOC member and NOCK president Dr. Paul Tagat emphasized the importance of environmental conservation for athletes' peak performance during Malindi's monthly beach cleanup organized by the Progress Welfare Association of Malindi, PWAM, and partners. Highlighting sustainability as crucial for sports development, he announced plans for a conservation marathon in Malindi to raise awareness. Kilifi First Lady Susan Mungaro praised the community's involvement, which saw over 510 kilograms of waste collected at the marine park. The event brought together diverse groups, including students, athletes, and faith-based organizations. Dr. Tagat commended the initiative, emphasizing that collective action can create lasting societal change.
We believe that our environment is the key and priority to all of us as sportsmen and women in our nation and globally. Because you will not be able to perform when the environment is so dirty, polluted, and you cannot be able to achieve your maximum as a sportsman in the world. We are looking forward, maybe in the near future, we are going to have a run to celebrate and be part and parcel of this.
So happy to see so many who have come out for this exercise. It's to make it the most beautiful and clean town in East Africa, and I'm sure together with you and the orchestrated effort we can do this again.
And we were able to collect 510 kgs of trash, and that is to save our marine life, which is key because it's part of our national heritage which we are protecting for future generation.
Now, Aston Villa is set to face Paris Saint-Germain PSG in the second leg match of the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals, which will be played tomorrow night at Villa Park. In other matches of this stage, Borussia Dortmund will host Barcelona at the Signal Iduna Park, while Real Madrid will take on Arsenal at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Inter Milan will clash with Bayern Munich at the San Siro Stadium. Now that marks the end of our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much for choosing our news tonight and for staying with KUTV News at 9 this far. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Margaret Migwi, and I'm Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.